Restore the balance. That works. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. And we are back again. Hopefully, we're all having a good one. All right, let's turn this down. Shuffle that playlist. But before we go any further, we are going to be checking out this new trailer. So maybe I'll leave my face right there. Yeah, we're going to be checking out this new trailer for season 4 of Last Epoch. So let's get into it.
You would deny fate. You fear it. You will see in time. He will find you, traveler.
What's good, Kristen? I like it a lot. Okay, so let's go back. Let's turn it down probably a little bit. And I'm gonna pause it at certain points. Anything that catches my eye. I did watch this at work. Full disclosure, I did watch this at work, but I was watching on my phone. For those who don't know, I'm a cook, so if I'm connected to the internet, it's on my phone. Plus, work Wi-Fi is weird. Anyway, let's go ahead and check this out again. Okay, so that looks like Orbis, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it's hard to tell, but that to me kind of looks like Orbis. Or maybe this is something else. But it looks like it's sitting on the other side of a portal. And it's trying to communicate to us, but everything's fractured.
Time. He will find you.
Maybe it's not Orbis. Okay, so we got the Omen windows. So it looks like it's going to work like normal Last Epoch stuff, like normal Last Epoch activities. You're playing through monoliths. It's right there. Oh, maybe this is the thing. That does kind of look like it. So maybe that's not Orbis. Maybe it's this. That kind of looks like it right there. Or maybe that's just a creature. Oh, new creature type. Okay. Here's what I also wanted to take a look at. Okay, so it looks like the idol altars. It looks like it's an item. Looks like it's an item of some sort. So is this going to be the new default item? Okay, so it looks like the current layout we have in game, except these squares aren't there. That's what was throwing me off. But this looks like we could still do the default idol setup. Items, resources, woven echoes is an interesting tab choice for inventory. So, yeah, because what do we have right now? Yeah, we have items, resources, woven echoes. Is the crafting materials right here? No, the crafting materials is right here. We could take a look at it in game, but yeah, this definitely looks different. I wonder what it means by resources. Obviously, Woven Echoes has had its own tab, right? But resources. So this looks like the. So if we wanted to, we could run the default idle setup, but then we can slot in these idle altars, and it completely changes where the bricks go. And then we have these purple portals. There's the different. Okay, and then you slot that. Is that a new? That's a new type of idol. That is a new type of idol. I don't recognize that one. Okay, and then when they slotted it in, it kind of lit up here. Anything that was in one of those little purple things, the idol itself lit up. That's interesting. Wonder what that means. Okay, Rune of Corruption corrupts an item, changing it unpredictably and preventing it from further being crafted further. The item may no longer be usable after it is corrupted. Removes all forging potential, legendary potential, Weaver's Will, and Weaver's Touch from the item. Okay. So just because it removes all of this stuff. Oh, okay. Removes Weaver's Touch. Weaver's Touch. That, so you can corrupt your idols. Because Weaver's Touch is, I mean, normally you got to keep with the idols. Normally you got to keep kind of re-rolling on them to get what you want. I mean, that's cool. I would definitely use it on the idols. Wait, what are these? Wait, hold up. What are these? I've never seen those before, but they're here in the items tab. What are they, like little? They look like little statues. Yeah, they look like little statues. Wait, this is new. Is that a new axe type? Hope the purple bits enhance the idol taking up that slot. I mean, why would they put it in there? Okay. So, looks like we could corrupt our idols. I feel like they did say that. If they hadn't, this is confirmed now. You can corrupt idols. Weaver's Will, legendary potential, forging potential. But could we still slam a corrupted item, a corrupted exalt into a could we slam a corrupted exalt into a unique, creating a new legendary? That's what I want to know, because I mean, removes all forging potential. Normally we can slam exalts that have no forging potential. So is it just me, or is this a different kind of font? This looks like a different kind of font. This doesn't look like the last Epoch font. Interesting. Yeah, so I want to know what these are. And are they moving away from the last Epoch font? Also, this looks cool. New axe type, it looks like. Corrupted affix. Yeah, because the corrupted affix gets sealed, so I don't know why you couldn't slam it. Okay, so block chance. Okay, so this is something that has block chance, and then it became corrupted, so it gains this border. And here's the corrupted affix. Here's the gloves. It got turned into a set item, and then wait. The corruption made it a set item. You can't. Oh, hey, yo, what's good, Zilla? The corruption made it a set item, bro. It made it a set item. I mean, that's a cool outcome, but what do we know about set items? They can't be slammed. You can't. Well, yeah, you can corrupt. Yeah, oh yeah, you definitely. Well, as far as I'm aware, you can corrupt set items. But look, they're showing the before and after, right? The before for these gloves is they were a normal pair of gloves, and then afterwards they gained the set affix as part of the corruption, thus becoming a set item. Well, a reforged set item, but yeah. Okay, here's another before and after. So movement speed, dexterity, health, cooldown speed, cooldown recovery speed. And then it was corrupted and it gained 1 evade charge, and now it's corrupted. It can't be modified. Here's a fossil. Wait, this is new. Yo! Yo, what up, Runic Focus over on YouTube? Yo! I thought this was a bone amulet, but fossil amulet. This, does it look familiar, guys? Does this look familiar? It should. It should look very familiar. It's the oh, what's the name of the what's the name? Evolution's End. It is Evolution's End. They turned that amulet into a base type. Yeah, Evolution's End has all res, movement speed, and all attributes. This is, I hope they change this. Hopefully this is just placeholder art, because this is going to confuse the bejesus out of people. If it's like, oh, look, I found a bone amulet, and you don't read it. You just look at the artwork. I was about to say it was a bone amulet until I realized, oh, wait, it says fossil amulet. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, brother. If this will be a leveling base. Okay, it does say it requires level 74. They should make so Omega Rose over on YouTube is saying, yeah, they should make more powerful item bases to make exalts more competitive with legendaries. True, but I mean, this is a legend. Like, this base, this is the first time we're seeing this base on an exalt. I suppose I see what you mean. The only thing you're really missing out of Evolution's End is you don't get the Pokeball, and you don't get the +2 to skills. Wouldn't use it over Evolution's End? I don't know, Naf. What if you get all these affixes on here? You don't care about the Pokeball, right? You don't care about the Pokeball thing. Yo, Him Pepper. Wasn't it like double defensive res before, like necrotic or something? No, like, Him Pepper, that's a bone amulet. This is a fossil amulet. This is a new base. Yeah, like, this could be very competitive, like what Omega Rose on YouTube is saying, because what if you get this and you corrupt it and you get +2 to all skills on here? And you have all these affixes to go with it. You basically got yourself an Evolution's End with more affixes. Yeah, so I think this is a new base type, but they got to change this artwork. They got to change this artwork because I'm assuming Him Pepper thought the same thing. We thought, oh, they changed the bone amulet. No, it says fossil amulet. So unless they're removing bone amulet from the game, which I hope they don't, because bone amulet is good, right? Bone amulet is good, but like, imagine, yeah, dude, just imagine having something like this. You're able to get like exactly what you need, and you corrupt it and you get +2 to all skills. Just a placeholder for now. They did that last season. I think so. Bone amulet. Yeah, bone amulet still has its place. Yeah. Bone amulet still has its place. You know, 40, it goes up to like 45. You thought they changed the actual bone amulet? It's a really good base. Yeah. I mean, 45 physical, 45 necrotic. I think it goes up to 45, right? This is a new base type, man. This is exciting. That's what this is. This is exciting. Like, I'm glad to see it. Now, I don't know if they're going to be raising the level of Evolution's End. They probably won't. But the fact that this requires level 74, the attribute stacking classes are going to be nuts next season. Yeah, attribute stacking for sure. Red rings, anybody? +6 attunement, 100% of attunement converted to apathy. We don't know what apathy is yet. Echo chains, right? So here we go. We got the echo chains. You start one activity and then you just branch out into the others. Whoa, okay, hold up. Close the champion omen window and claim the corrupted items of its champions in powerful idol altars. Omen champions echo chain. Okay, so maybe this is a way to get champion affixed items that have been corrupted. Can't wait to do like a druid attribute stacker. Yeah, dude. Attribute stacking is going to be nuts this next season. This looks interesting. I mean, it gives a little bit more thought, but it's still... I'm trying to say I like it. Let me just be clear. I'm trying to say I like it. Again, like, is this something like just with their PTR? If you look right here, it's a different kind of font than the last Epoch font, but here's the last Epoch font. It's just a different kind of font. Maybe this is their test realm font. I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to say I like it because of the fact that you can just put a little bit of thought into it, and then you got yourself an activity that you don't have to think about, right? You just go ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. However long you can chain it. You can just set it up like that, and there you go. You can kind of plan it out a little bit and then just go. Now, this is nuts. 1,600 stability? Oh, wait. No, that's the maximum. It's still going to be 800. Okay. I'm just worried it's going to be exploited early and then EHG will nerf it. What, this activity, Runic? Or are you talking about the fossil amulet? Because if you are talking about the fossil amulet, I mean, people have already been abusing the well, I don't know if they've been abusing, but Evolution's End has been one of the best amulets in the game. Continue Echo Chain. New rogue skills. I don't really play a lot of rogue, so This is cool. I have played Rogue. Rogue is cool. So, I mean, they look really cool, but I'm not like trying to break down animations like I did for the Sentinel when they announced the Sentinel rework. The chain, I have a feeling they're going to put some crazy attached to it. Yeah, I mean, you got to give people a reason to do it, right? I mean, they look cool. Blade Storm, yeah. Basically, the Umbral blades, they took this part out, so I think that's cool. Okay, Exulis. Holy. Okay, so it's been corrupted. Now, if I'm not mistaken, did this get 2 corrupted affixes? Did it get 2 corrupted affixes? It's hard to tell what's a corrupted affix or if this is this looks like a legendary affix. But let's look at Exulis. It's an Oracle amulet. Oracle amulets have traditionally been pretty strong because of the less damage over time taken. +2 to all skills. This right here. This right here. I think that is 3 corrupted. Look at the side with the arrows. Okay, I see what you're talking about. You're talking about the arrows right here. Well, it's a legendary. This looks like a legendary affix. I'll have to see in game if it has these arrows. +18 to all attributes. Red Ring, eat your heart out. 4% increase area for area skills per 10 madness. Now we don't know what madness or guile is. 2% increased health per 10 brutality. 5% increased effective haste per 10 rampancy. I will say this looks like they're trying to add a little bit more complexity on top of the game. Man, my build guides are going to need some help. Like, if I'm having to take into account brutality, rampancy, guile, madness, Ashwake, Aura of Decay is converted to fire. Okay, your volatile zombies, which explode inside your Aura of Decay, have a 21% chance to resurrect, 16% movement speed. Wait, are they bringing back the exploding volatile zombies build? 38% increased effective haste. 56% chance to ignite on hit for you and your minions. Oh, very nice. 1.8% of fire damage over time, leeched as health. Very nice. Raye's Embrace. Look, Primalist getting another body armor. I'm shocked. Primalist only. Look at this one. Clearly would benefit you if you were playing like a Lich or a Necromancer, a Warlock, but anybody could use it. You know, Army of Skin has entered the chat, right? And then Primalist gets another. I feel like they're trying to make it a bit more complex, but the reason most people play LE is because it isn't that complex. Exactly. I do have some concerns when I see that. You hope they improve Ignite. They need to make Ignite 3 seconds. Like, I know that might be controversial because Ignite got nerfed, but that was like back in beta because there were certain builds that could abuse Ignite. I think Ignite has just been left in the dust. Bleed has gotten so much, how do we say? Bleed has gotten so much, I don't know. Maybe they shouldn't buff Ignite, but I feel like Bleed is just so much, is much more, I want to say appetizing, because that sounds really weird, but Bleed just seems more enticing. There we go. That's the word. I'm more enticed by doing a Bleed build than an Ignite build. And I've tried to make Ignite builds work. And it's just the 2.5 base for their duration compared to 3 seconds. I know it may not seem like a lot, but 0.5 duration, it adds up. Feel like Ignite should have a spreading flame chance attached to it and make it more interesting and viable for speed clearing. Or at least put spreading flames in more places instead of just what is the name of the torch? What's the name? Fire starters? Yeah, the torch thingy. Fire starters torch. Like I know there's a couple different sources of spreading flames, but it's very limited. Like, do you want to play with fire starters? I know for Sentinel you can get spreading flames in the smite tree. But yeah, if you could get more sources of spreading flames, that would be awesome. Raye's Embrace, increase minion fire damage. Hey, you could wear it with this. Collect the whole set. 112% chance to ignite on minion hit. 17% health gained on companion hit. 39% increase health. What? Chat, I'm not the only one seeing this, right? 39% increased health for you and your minions. That's like Titan Heart. That's like Titan Heart level. For both you and the minion. Oh yeah, here's 39%. This is like 7.5 in terms of tiers of health affixes. Holy 39%. Jeez. Summon Spriggan and Summon Stormcrows are converted to fire. Your Summon Spriggan Thorn Volley gains +1 projectile. 5% of current health drain per second. Oh, well, there we go. I'm like, okay, like, they're not just going to give you 39%. There's a downside to it. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I didn't read this part yet. There we go. When you directly use Warcry or Fury Leap, you summon up to your maximum number of Thorn Totems, and then gain 100% more cast speed. You are inflicted with bleed for each Thorn Totem you summon. Oh my god. Okay. Doppelgangers. This looks like it's a new set for the Rogue. Evade creates a shadow at your original position. Traversal skills create 2 shadows along their path. Shadow. Okay, cool. I saw this one. This one I saw at work. This looked pretty nuts. 1% of armor mitigation also applies to damage over time per 10 total attributes. If you have like 200 total attributes, 20%. Armor mitigation also applies to damage over time. You gain ward per second, armor, strength, physical resistance, ward decay threshold because it's a celestial rain. And if you have the 2-piece set, I'm guessing it's this amulet. Weaver's Will items have 50% increased effect. The legendary affixes on equipped Weaver's Will weapons have 50% increased effect. Weapons, okay. Oops, we buffed Beastmaster again. They got a thing about Beastmaster. What's good, Onion? They got a thing about Beastmaster. Like, this is supposed to be the Rogue update, right? This is supposed to be the Rogue update, and then here you go. I feel like everything's just living in the Beastmaster shadow. Okay, so 1% critical strike chance per 40. Wait, this is base. Spider Eye Amulet. This is new and it gives vitality? +1 level to all skills per 120 total attributes. Now that's a lot. Do not get me wrong. That is a lot of attributes. It's just the fact that it doesn't really seem to have a cap, and we know through corruption, we know, yeah, we attribute stacking everything, but yeah, they're contested slots. Don't get me wrong, but my first thought, I mean, okay, so really with this build, with this is a great defensive ring option. This is true. This is honestly, I find this amulet more interesting for different types of builds. If you have 120 total attributes, you get 3% base critical strike chance. Like, this is massive. Like, this is massive. Imagine, I was gonna say, then you could use the one ring, the primordial ring. We don't know what the craft part will be. I'm thinking about using the ring, using the amulet, right? Knowing them, it's probably going to be like, oh yeah, get your ward decay threshold. No. I don't think they would do that. Because, I mean, look at this ring. What's the only thing on here that would make sense? From a set perspective, from a set crafting perspective, I feel like it would be armor mitigation also applies to damage over time. I feel like there's no way they would make this a set bonus. There's no way they would make this a set bonus. No. Like the set shard crafting. Because then everybody could just craft onto an exalted amulet this. Keplin's Cryolith. 100% chance to cast Cold Volcanic Orb when you directly use a cold melee attack or cold traversal skill. 100% chance to cast Fire Volcanic Orb, fire and ice, when you directly use a fire melee attack. So cold melee attack, fire melee attack, or fire traversal or cold traversal, 3-second cooldown. Volcanic orbs now orbit you. 30% increase volcanic orb duration if your last cast of volcanic orb was a different element. Okay, so hold up. Are we creating the mage Void Knight are we creating the mage version of Devouring Orb? That would be, that would be cracked. But then it would actually compete with all the other cracked amulets. Sure. Are we creating the mage version of Devouring Orb? Then that's it. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a trailer, guys. Man, there's going to be a lot coming to the game. I hope that I hope that all of this is digestible. Right? Here's my closing thoughts. I hope this is digestible. And here's why. Because this is going to be a lot. LOL, now that you mention it, yeah. This can add a lot of complexity to Last Epoch that I feel like Last Epoch's had this really good niche of being more complex than something like a Diablo or Torchlight or whatever. Actually, I haven't played a ton of Torchlight, so I don't know if I should go there. But it's been complex enough, but also, like, oh, that makes sense. But now, like, if I'm trying to tell somebody about this game, and I'm like, yeah, you want to play this build and you're going to want to max out your what were the things called? Your empathy, your hatred, your madness, Yeah, you're going to want to make sure you're stacking into madness. I'm hoping that that's easy enough to understand. Oh, yeah. I'm running a build right now. I'm not dipping into Guile, and people are going to be like, what are you talking about? Yeah, dude, we're going for max brutality. Oh, yeah. I love visceral combat. No, it's one of 4 new things that have been added to the game to add a little bit more complexity. I'm hoping that all of that is digestible. Because these don't seem like they're buffs. They seem like they're I mean, what's the word? It seems like they're oh man, what's the word? Debuffs, I guess. Debuffs, buffs, debuffs. They seem like they're debuffs. Right? If I'm gonna have 10 brutality, I get this buff. Well, if brutality was a buff, then we're buff stacking. No, rampancy does not sound like a buff. Brutality does not sound, well, I mean, depending. But brutality doesn't sound like it's a buff either. Guile, I mean, Guile, isn't that kind of like, obviously there's a guy from Street Fighter, but, Guile, isn't that like a sort of, oh, yes, he's a very wise and guile individual. I don't know. I could be not thinking of the same thing, but okay, so this might be a buff. But madness definitely does not sound like a buff. Okay. So I'm hoping with all of this that they don't just like complex the hell out of the game now, like obviously I feel like that's one of the number one things I say to people about Last Epoch. Like, yeah, just play it, have fun. And if you feel like you need some help, then come to the streams, ask a couple questions. I don't want to have to pull out a spreadsheet that I've made ahead of time for every new person coming. Sly or cunning. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought that's what Guile meant. Well, I didn't say sly or cunning, but I kind of had the wise and guy. Yeah, whatever. I don't want to have to pull out a spreadsheet to explain how these new systems will work. Yes, they have been pretty good about that. They have been pretty good, NAF. So I'm going to give that to Last Epoch. Plus, they have the in-game guide. I just don't want the game to get over complex. I mean, I suppose for somebody like me, that would be great, right? Content creator, because then I can make videos and everything explaining this. But I'd rather just tell people to go play the game. And then if you're looking for some build pointers, come back. I don't. All right, that is the video. Obviously, we've done this in a live environment. And if you're seeing this on YouTube as an upload, this was taken from my live stream. Not sure if I'm going to upload it because this might be we're 40 minutes in already. So 40-minute video of me going over. Honestly, that's par for the course. That is par for the course when it comes. That is par for the course when it comes to my build guides and all that. So yeah, I might just clip this out and upload it, and you guys can have fun with it. Anyway, you guys have yourselves a good one. Cheers. All right, cool. All right, let's play some Last Epoch. All right, let's go. I'm okay with a little complexity so long as they don't ruin the simple parts. True. Did they disable the comment section? Let me go back and check real quick. No. Looking forward to jumping back in. Glad for the trailer. Never sink. It may be shattered, but it's still a good omen. Nice. All right, thank you for the likes over on YouTube. It says we have a new member over on YouTube. Yeah. Well, thank you for becoming a new member over on YouTube. Thank you. I don't know why it... Honestly, now looking at it, it's not showing me any alerts from YouTube. 18 days ago was my last alert from YouTube. Hold up. Huh. That is rather bizarre. I'll have to figure that out. I feel like the YouTube chat would have told me if somebody became a new member as well. That is bizarre. Well, thank you. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube and Twitch. Hopefully you're all having a good one. We are jumping back into Last Epoch. If you're just tuning in right now, we just got done watching the trailer and discussing it. I know it was like a barely 2-minute trailer, and I talked about it for 40 minutes. Good old me. So if you're interested in that and you're on YouTube right now, you can just rewind it back and watch it if you're interested. I'm probably going to clip it out and upload it, just so people can see my thoughts without having to find the video. So yeah, what am I doing? Excuse me. Yeah, we're trying to make some progress on this guy. Oh yeah, where's the tunes? So how you guys doing today? You're doing very well. Fridays are always the best once the week's over. True that. Hey, Bike, what's up? Oh, nothing much, Crimson. We actually just watched the new trailer and talked about it for like 40 minutes. The 2-minute trailer. We talked about it for 40 minutes. It was awesome. Season 4 is looking good. How you doing today? So how hyped for the next season are you guys? Like who thinks the new season is looking pretty good now, or do you guys think it sucks? First I've seen about anything LE since a few months after the season started. Yeah, that's true. It's good that they're actually saying some stuff. Already pretty hyped before. I was just a little bit worried about Valorant. Yeah. What about that expansion? I don't know. It's gonna be a little while before that expansion hits us. We got to get through this season, next season, and then the expansion. Honestly, next expansion's probably not coming until 2027. I say next expansion. I say the expansion is not coming until 2027. Went hard on the Primordial update, burnt yourself out. Yeah, they've been quiet too, I guess. Yeah, that's true. It does feel like they are the slowest development studio for a live service game, and that's as an EHG apologist. They're super slow. And they do it to themselves every time. You want to know why I know they do that to themselves? Because they keep saying, oh yeah, a season's 3 to 4 months. They've never hit that mark. I think they did for season 3. I think it was right around 4 months, but yeah, they updates look good, rope skills good. Chaining echoes for bigger rewards is cool, I guess. I mean, has that been a feature in Path of Exile? Chaining different activities together or maps for a bigger reward. I know they put it into Diablo. I felt like they didn't really do a good job for Diablo 4, but it was cool just doing the activities one right after another. It's a weird flight. Yeah, that's true. We could. Never play PoE? Yeah, that's true. Oh, no, don't go in there. No. We'll replace that. I honestly, this is okay. Speaking of fossiling, yeah, I definitely would rather be going the physical route. Confront, you know. Visit the observatory. One more point. PoE getting asynchronous trade. I say definitely give it a try now. Not having to meet in person, potentially get scammed is a game changer. Sure. Okay, we are going to want two-handed swords, and we are also going to want 100% reduced chance for prophecies to have monolith events. No, we want... It's this one. 100% reduced chance for prophecies to have events that are not monolith. How goes Forging of the Guard? Well, we just kind of got started. Right, this is the one we want. We just got started. We spent like 40 minutes reacting to the trailer and discussing it. How you been? The trailer was cool. Yeah. We were looking at all the little stuff they had in there. How you doing today, Air Dragon? Five unique body armors. Just got to defeat Emperor of Corpses. I do like that, but that one is I just got to defeat a champion. Defeat 3 champions. Get some gloves. Nice. I don't think there's any unique helms I want to use. Work sucked. I had to take names and spell it out to some people, but in the end, they saw the light and agreed I was right. There we go. Thought you were going to say, work sucks. I know. Left me roses by the stairs. Department though is now down to 3 out of 15. Like those people have left, or there was just out of the 15 people in the department, only 3 were there because the rest were on vacation. Let's see if we can get like some of this going. Hey, bye, Happy Friday. Yo, what's good, Telron? So out of a department of 15 people, there's 3 people there now, and you're one of the 3. Trying to do all that work. Not a much? Okay, glad to hear that, Telron. All right, well, let's go. Let's go get these items. Doesn't sound fun, Air Dragon? Yeah. So today they asked, well, why is all this happening? I was brutally honest. It was needed. What did they have to say for themselves? What did they have to say for themselves? Nothing. Like Kurt, it says leadership's discretion. Discretion does not equal has to. Yeah, true. Oh, I don't know, because you fired half of the people here. If I could recently start following your Echo Ride Void Knight build because my attempt at a build was struggling on monos. I just wanted to say your build is great. I'm having way more fun than I was before. Hey, you know, but Crimson, I will say this. Good on you. Good on you for trying it at your own speed. Like doing your own build. Hopefully with my build, you're able to see what I did there and then kind of branch off of it and then, you know, help you learn the game. Like, I give you kudos for that. I'm glad that the build helped you out, man. That's what it's there for. Haircut looking slick. Hey, thanks. Yeah. Spur of the moment. My wife wasn't feeling well, so she ordered Chipotle. So I'm driving home from work and she's like, "Hey, let's go pick up this Chipotle." And I'm like, "Okay." So I get there, she jumps into the car, we go to pick up Chipotle. My normal haircut place is right next to the Chipotle. And there was no line. There was nobody in there. I looked at my wife, I'm like, yo, I'm getting my hair cut right now. Yeah, my next season character will be my own build, fingers crossed. Yeah, awesome, bro. I'm glad to hear that. Ooh, I might wanna hang on to this. That's a good affix. All right, this will be a YOLO-worthy attempt. Try that one. I think I have a Rune of Redemption. Yeah, we could possibly turn this. Let's try this once. Solo character found gloves. Try and turn that into health. I didn't specify what kind of health. Okay, cool. I think I'm just gonna. I don't have too many of those. Playing your old builds, which I would have told them if it was honest. We did not need that kind of purging in our department. I was just leadership. But it was leadership letting power go to their heads. There was just too much about the game I didn't know to make a functional build. Yeah. I got you, bro. I got you. I've also, I got like 2,500 hours into the game, so I like to think I kind of know what's happening, at least when it comes to Sentinel. Yeah. That's why I do what I do, Crimson. I'm glad to hear that you were able to make the build work for you. That's the best part. That's how you learn, unless you're playing Acolyte. Don't ask Bike Acolyte questions. Hey, all right, man. Okay, dude, I don't think that Acolyte was too bad. All right, I don't think he was too bad. Could have been better. Ugh. All right. I'm not going to waste my Runes of Havoc. I'm just going to do... It was great, buddy. Listen. Right, we're gonna remove the critical strike chance. You want to know how I know that? Because I said so. Remove that critical strike chance. See, you just gotta tell the game. You gotta tell the game, you know, who's boss. Thank God it worked. All right. Just like your spouse. Just tell them how it is. Oh man, you're gonna get me in trouble. Okay, there we go. All attributes is not bad. We could put minion melee, honestly. Oh, I'd want the pin. I say, let's just put chance to chill. Well, all day I was like, can't wait for Bike to stream again so I can ask him questions. Hey, yo, so Crimson. Hey, Crimson. Obviously, when I'm streaming, you're always more than welcome to ask me questions, but I do have a Discord. So if you want to jump in there, just make sure you ping me in the Discord, because at work the work Wi-Fi doesn't show me Discord notifications unless somebody pings me directly. It's odd. Or somebody else might be able to help you in there. So if you're into Discord, by all means, jump on it. If not, then no. Oh, okay, so we got melee damage leeches health. I just wish this was a different base. I mean, I'm gonna be brutally honest. I don't really like the Claymore. Should we do chance to chill, chat? We already have pretty good armor shred chance. Normally I would take that. Honestly, let's just take the minion melee. Yeah, minion melee. Now I think, now we got a couple options here. What I could do is take, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna seal this. And then we're gonna take melee attack speed's good. Oh man, melee attack speed would be really. Yeah, we're gonna take melee speed. Not gonna lie, that was the first place I tried to find. Oh, like a Discord. Yo, Crimson, thanks for jumping on in, bro. We got a last Epoch room, and then we also got a build help. I say let's do this. Fingers crossed that it becomes a good base. Oh no, that is disgusting. Oh please, fingers crossed, become a good base. Become something. Flamberge is not too bad. Flamberge is not too bad. I will take Flamberge. Yeah. Okay. So, yes, it is less damage. All right, it is less damage than what I was getting with Volcanus. But I don't want to do a fire build. Okay, so let's think about this. I'm going to have 3 points that I can put in here. Let's make it 4. Yeah, let's do 4. Okay, so yeah, I know it's less damage than Volcanus, but we're getting the melee attack speed, we're getting the minion melee damage, all attributes is whatever. We're getting the melee damage leached his health is actually going to help the minions, since both the forged weapons and the and this guy benefit from the melee damage leaches health. The fire damage leaches health, they weren't really leeching all that well. Okay, so I want him to be able to use a shield. I mean, that's a lot of more damage that we're giving up here. That's a lot of more damage. Honestly, he doesn't really need the shield. He seems to be doing all right. Is there a way to turn a unique gear without legendary potential to unique with legendary potential? Yes, Crimson. There's something in the game called Nemesis. You might have even seen them. They're like the... Right. So Chris can say an A. So let me see if I can find one for you. It's going to be as you're like exploring out and around. Yeah, as you're exploring out and around over here, you're going to find these things called Nemesis. You might also call them Harbingers. Essentially, it's going to be like a little bronze icon here on the map. And when you get to it, it's going to look like a weapon floating over, like, oh, right here. It's going to look like this little portal type thing. Now, what you got to do is you got to kill everything in the area. Okay, then you walk over to here. So, it's not popping up right now. Oh my gosh. Is there... Okay, cool. So... Sorry, that just... When I'm trying to explain something and a song like that's going off, I'm just like... Holy frick. Yeah, so... This is a nemesis. One option that you might see is something called a nemesis egg. I don't have a picture for you right now, but it'll pop up as one of these options, and there'll be a little option where you can click on it to put an item into there. You can put in a non-LP unique into there, and then it has a chance to gain legendary potential. This is godly. Bro, I just can't stop winning. I can't stop winning on this run, chat. Hi, how's it going? I find a bastion of honor on my run. I get Eterra's path. I just keep winning, bro. Golly, dude, I'm gonna imprint this. Picked up the helmet, right? Okay, cool. Wait, why can't I? Oh, I can't use that. I don't know if I want to be the new Corey Feldman. Yo, what happened? What happened to Corey Feldman? Okay, so I do want to check out something. Iron blades now have a chance to be summoned as forged weapons. So you have a 20% chance to summon an iron blade. And then once you spawn an iron blade, then that itself has a chance to become a forged weapon. Oh, but you can increase the chance. If you stack attunement, which I don't know if you want to stack attunement for this build, you can increase the chance at summoning an iron blade. Understood. Okay, so how would you path for this? Did you know you can view the rule from the loot filter that allows you to see the drop? Yeah. Isn't it like holding X? Or what the particular rule is? Yeah, rule number 2. Let's go. First, Rye and the Harbinger. It was a lifesaver after importing your in-game loot filter for VK. I have difficulty with comprehension and memory post-COVID. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm glad that the loot filter is helping you.
I'll be on it. You know all that you need to know for now. Just focus on the task at hand.
Be right back. All right. Sorry that I took off on you. You're back to streaming. I swear. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube. Hoping to hit Empowered Monolith soon. Yeah, dude. It's definitely where I feel like the end game begins. Normal monos kind of feel like a tutorial. This definitely feels like, okay, we're starting now. I'm taking my time with regulars, trying to understand the different parts of the game. That's very good. That's very good. You have definitely done the right thing and not like rushing through it. You learned you can't get Weaver points for doing the same Woven Echo multiple times. That is correct. That is correct. You gain, I mean, you might have already figured this out, but in case you didn't, you gain a point for each rank you gain, right? Each time you gain a rank, you get a Weaver point. And then you get a Weaver point for each Weaver Echo. This was after I placed like 4 and ran all. What did I think of all the new stuff? So we watched the trailer. I know it wasn't a very long trailer, but we spent the first 40 minutes of the stream kind of going through and looking at all the different like stuff that was in there and talking about it. It's very exciting. I do have one concern, and hopefully it's actually very simple and intuitive, but this new system that looks like they're going to be adding, the guile, the madness, the brutality, And the fact that you can have different pieces of gear that give you, you know, depending on how much of this, they sound like debuffs. How much of these debuffs you have on, you gain some sort of an increase. I know that's not new to the game, that they've had modifiers where certain amount of bleed stacks you have on you, you gain this buff or whatever, but I'm just hoping that it's intuitive and not just another level of complexity we have to take into account. Then what are they? Has this been like answered in a dev stream, bro? Yes. Oh, Crimson, this is the egg. It's like an alternative attribute. Okay. And you could click replace on it, and then you could put the item in here directly, or you could click on here and it'll open your stash. Madness is intelligence, guile is dexterity, I'm guessing brutality is strength. Okay, so why would you want to take this over that alternative? Why would I want to have brutality instead of strength? If you don't know the answer to that, that's absolutely fine. Okay, brutality gives something else. Okay. Because you got Titan's Heart without LP. Yeah, this is the best spot to drop it in. So brutality gives something else. Is there a way to convert? Okay. Hey, yo, what's good, Kaiserin? Bike! Okay, I'm hoping... Okay, I'm hoping there's clear and concise answers, because... you went over it in the dev stream. Yo, what's good, Jesse? Okay, so there's the amulet that gives you health based off the amount of brutality. Okay. But you said it still counts as strength. Oh, jeez. Okay, like I'm understanding this, but I'm trying to think of, now I'm explaining this to a new player. And I tell them, hey guys, we're going for max brutality stack in here. And they're going to be like, well, what's that? I think I understand it. It's an alternative attribute. Strength counts for skill bonuses, but Brow was just saying that brutality still counts as strength. You can convert through an amulet. But the bonus from strength does something other than armor. Okay. Okay, so because that's the strength buff. Right, you're right. Okay, like int doesn't give the ward bonus when it is madness. Okay, but I want to make sure I'm understanding this. Brow said it still counts as strength. Does it still count as strength for the purposes of skill scaling? But it no longer gives an armor bonus because it's now brutality. Am I understanding that? Right, okay. Right. I mean, I understand that completely. Okay, I understand that completely. Okay, so... it's an alternative skill benefit. Okay. I hope that it's really easy to just... like, you need 50 intelligence, so you have 40 int, 10 madness, it's still 50. Right, right. I'm hoping that it's pretty simple to... like, is it going to appear as an affix on gear? I don't know if you guys know the answer to that. Like, would it appear as a gear affix? Or I wonder if you could just equip something and literally just convert all strength into brutality, all dex into guile, all, you know, into that could really simplify it. Okay, is there a specific amulet that you're talking about, Brow? Or is it's a corruption affix? It appears as a corruption outcome. It always converts as 100% no matter the tier. Okay. Okay. Okay, so on amulet, there is a particular affix that you can get that can... the particular affix that you can get via corruption that can convert said attribute into a different alternative attribute that provides the same bonuses for the purposes of skill scaling, but now the bonuses that they offer, i.e. armor for strength, it now gives a different thing. Okay. Okay, so no, I know the amulet that you're talking about. Yeah, this is something that we talked about. 100% dexterity converted to guile, 100% of vitality converted to rampancy. Yeah, we talked about it. It still kind of had... like, I understand these are alternatives, but to me, this still, like, going from intelligence to madness. Guile didn't sound like a debuff, but everything else just sounds like debuffs. Apathy sounds like a debuff. Rampancy sounds like a debuff. I know you guys are telling me that these are not debuffs, but I mean, dude, like when I'm reading, oh wow, I got madness, that sounds like a debuff. Yeah, we talked about this amulet in particular for a decent amount of time. We were talking about these affixes. They showed a bunch of rebalanced uniques today. Was that in the dev stream? Okay. Mostly for minion builds. That's that's not surprising. The Void Spear got changed? What, Bane of Winter? Bane of Winter got changed? Yeah, Bane of Winter. Aaron's gonna show us side by side. Yeah, that's the spear that allows you to spawn Void Winter Bolts. It's underwhelming, to say the least. Underwhelming. Word of the day, chat. Underwhelming. Is there any other items off the top of your head, or you don't remember them, bro? Formosus, can you post links? I gotta double check and make sure that you're on the list. I believe Kaiserin, you are on the list, but give me a quick second to confirm that. Yeah, Kaiserin, you can post links. Okay, so is this the new... +1 all minion skills? Higher increase to ignite on minion hit. Yeah, Dragon Flame Edict definitely needed a little love. Frozen Eye of Formosus. Chance to chill. Hold up. Yeah, I read it. Okay, so here we go. Bane of Winter, here's what it looks like now. This is the new and improved Bane of Winter. All right, 12%, up to 8 times per 2 seconds, 115 physical elemental pen, Void Winter bolts, Bane of Winter, 100% cold damage taken as physical. That's cool. Void, melee cold. So let's look. So this is what it's like in game right now. 42% chance to cast Void Winter bolts up to 3 times per 2 seconds. 1% Void Winter bolt critical strike multiplier per 10% uncapped chill chance. Wait, is that still in here? 12%. Holy moly, that is massive. 12% Void Winter bolt critical strike chance per 10% uncapped chill chance. One percent more Void Winter bolt damage. Is that unchanged? 3% more. Holy moly. You might actually see somebody using this. Dragon Flame Edict. Yeah, 50% of damage reflected. Is that like just flat 50% damage? Usable Pog? Yeah. No, we don't. Frozen Eye of Formosus. Cast speed. Minion cooldown recovery speed. Yeah, I didn't have it before. I already had cast speed. Okay. Raven's Rise. Nobody uses. Take 21% less damage while moving. +2 to spell minions skills. Okay, so this is the new Raven's Rise. Here's the current one. Oh, they added minion cast speed. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what changed? Logi's Hunger. Hunger. Yeah. So anything right here that says Shattered Omens right here, this is the new one. Yeah, I mean, why would you use that as opposed to... Okay, +2 to fire minion skills, 20% increased attack and cast speed for minions, 3% minion critical strike chance, 2% fire critical strike chance, 6.3% of fire damage leeches health of crit. Yeah, here's what it is in game. Wings of Discord. %23 less damage taken from the first hit received from each enemy. 100% increased effective stats on your non-unique idols that are a different shape. 3% critical strike chance. This doesn't really... This still looks underwhelming to me. Like... Oh, instead of a flat dodge rating, you get % increased dodge rating. Yeah, this is still... They added the... Oh, so here's the flat. Here's the if you been hit recently. Yeah, this is still an underwhelming item. Like... Oh, this is the last one. Okay. Yo, Tilron, thank you for gifting Kaiserin a sub. All right. Tilron, thank you for filters for MG. Nice. Okay, make sure we're still in game. All right. Slams with bike without ads. Please enjoy your stay. We got echo chains, a puddle to click on. Is that it after 8 months? I mean, I think that's a little disingenuous, Nav. We've gotten some pretty good reworks. They're doing an overhaul of all the animations in the game, and it's gonna be it's not gonna be as much as season 2, but I think it's still gonna be pretty substantial. Yeah, 2 new skills for Rogue. Technically 3. Yeah, this is true. Technically 3. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Because Umbrella's getting reworked. This is true. It's a 4-month update that took 7 because of restructuring. Yeah, I'm hoping that the next few updates are more. I'm hoping the next update and the expansion are more streamlined, if that makes sense. Like everything just has much better rhythm. I hope they have a team working on season 5 already. Okay. Jeez, I hate these possessed mob types, bro. Possessed champions. Let me just uninstall it right now. No, I agree with you, Naf. Like that has been a huge point. That has been a point of criticism. Like I 100% agree with you. Like they have said multiple times, oh yeah, every 3 to 4 months, and then they just. I know they had a buyout. New rogue, spin to win, looks pretty cool. Hey, yo, what's good, eh, Sean? First time chatter. Oh, wait. Oh, oops. So, Brow, are you saying that because Season 3 launched in what they considered a good timeline? Like, obviously, they had the buyout, like, just before Season 3 launched, but come on, Season 3 was already done. All right, Season 3 was already done, then they had the buyout. Brow, are you saying that because Season 3 actually launched with a reasonable timeline, and that this season got delayed because they had to restructure because of the buyout, you feel that all other updates are actually going to be meeting this cadence of every 3 to 4 months? Yeah, but PoE had the benefit of being, for lack of a better term, the only game in town. I mean, their main competition was Diablo 3. Closer to 4, but yes. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let's see if they can do that, because if they release another update, let's say 4 months from March 26th, let's just round up to April. So in 4 months from April, that means their next seasonal update should be around what? August? September? April, May, June, July. Okay, maybe July. Late June, early July. Okay. I'm willing to see it through. Like, yeah, here's hoping. Here's hoping that they can hit that 4-month mark. Yeah, no, genuinely. Though that does mean imagine you're building a deck with 3 guys and a handsaw, and now you have 6 guys and a circular saw. Yeah, I could definitely imagine that. Like the example's not lost on me. It's just the fact that before they were saying every 3 to 4 months, and then they struggled to hit that. But as you have said, they now have a bigger team. So if they continue to say every 3 to 4 months and they don't hit it, then I'm going to really be like, yo. Like, okay, you know what? Before you were a small indie team, you were going through a buyout. If you still can't hit every 3 to 4 months, then you need to change that. You can't be saying every 3 to 4 months then. Only criticism is their marketing. People in the comments and in Reddit generally believe that the only thing that's coming is corrupting items and 2 skills for Rogue. You know that they're changing Rogue and Spellblade's passive tree, for example. But they didn't put that in the trailer, same as the other stuff. I'm not saying go into details, but at least mention it. Hey, yo, what's good, Nemesis? Well, I definitely feel like the marketing's been a bit better than Season 3. I mean, this is just a trailer. Do we think they're going to do another hype month where they do, like, they go on to podcasts and stuff, or are they just going to stick to hype week? In a couple weeks, Judd will drop. Well, yeah, but that's the same week they drop patch notes, right? Okay, so they're doing a hype week, not a hype month. So is this a different video that you're referencing, Brow? He always does a detailed video like 2 weeks before release. I recall that he does a video. It always seemed like it was a patch notes, like a condensed patch notes. Let's go to their official channel. Okay, so Orbis announcement, Season 3, patch overview. Okay, I'm seeing teaser trailer, official trailer, the supporter pack stuff, and then patch overview. Is he doing this video on a different channel? Last Epoch is an afterthought, milking at this point. They used to work on the game way more pre 1.0. Now they can't even fix the same friendless bugs that were introduced in 1.0. That's a statement. I always remembered he would do a condensed patch notes video, and then the same day patch notes would come out. I mean, if that's how you feel, Maxis, that's a statement. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I'm not even. I mean, you've been here before, Maxis. Yeah, I mean, Maxis, you were here like 2 weeks ago saying Bleed Overload looks so fun. Got to give it a try. And then you asked if I was looking to play with anybody. I said no, and then you left. And now Last Epoch is milking to the point like, did your account get hacked or something, bro? Like you wanted to play with me like 2 weeks ago. You said the build looks fun. Now they're milking it. You went offline. Don't let it ruin your night. Oh no, I'm good, bro. I'm good, Triskin. They have a cool tool now for LE where you can track extremely detailed stats to help with the balance. We knew he was lying when he said your Warlock build looked good. It all makes sense now. Cool tool by next Ellie. Oh my god, that is a low blow there, bro. Tell the tool the horns build is fine. Oh man. Oh, dude. Savage. My last PoE character's name was Sort Button, just so we would have one. Some cuts run deep. My wife would say, "Et tu, bro, et tu." Stabbed in the back, man. Yo, go, guys. Can somebody help me with this? There's a big dagger right between my shoulder blades. started seeing people make LE advice shorts on YouTube with horrible advice. A guy said in the campaign, you want to search every inch of the campaign areas to maximize XP. Wait, I said that. Dude, Brow! Come on, man! Just out there. No, you didn't. And he's like, no. You didn't say that. No. Look at a backtracking chat. And you're right, I didn't say that. You're bad at Acolyte, not the game. What do you mean I'm bad at Acolyte? Wait, that was you? No, it wasn't. I wouldn't tell anybody to search every square inch of the campaign. I'm usually telling people get your passive points and your idle slots, then go to monos. You missed season 2 Acolyte. I think Brow said it best. Like, Acolyte just feels over nerfed. Do I need? Yeah, it definitely does feel a little over nerfed. Because like I had pretty good gear. Just so you know, bring everybody up to speed here with what Brow is saying. Like we're all having a go at this build that turned out to not be so great, but if you take a look at it, it's actually put together decently well. It's just, you know, like we have blood splat, we have rip blood, we have bone curse, everything synergizes with each other. We have Chthonic Fissure casting chaos bolts, which is also proccing rip blood and all that. It's just at the end of the day, it was still just underwhelming. And the gear was halfway pretty decent, and I was struggling to do 400 corruption, right? Like, we got good affixes slammed onto here, decent setup, right? Everything about it, like the gear, like if I put this gear, obviously, no, I could put this gear onto like, I could put this gear onto like Paladin or something. I don't know. And it's toast. Yeah. This was basically a bleed version of. This is like a bleed version of Torment Warlock. Like, it does monos very well. That's what's so frustrating about it. It's just the single target sucks. Like, it's just so weird, because, like, it does pretty good when you're in the monoliths. It's just, you go to fight a boss, and you're like, oh, this build sucks. I've gotten over 1,000. I've gotten over 1,000 plus single target. Yeah, if Aaron can't get a build working, then it ain't working. Yeah. Because, like, this looks like a halfway decent build, but then you go to fight, like, any single target boss and your damage feels lackluster. Fight a Malatro? Sure. Yeah, let's fight these guys. You tried Ignite Warlock and it was pretty underwhelming. I figured Bleed would have been like a shoo-in. We're carrying on a creation in the game now. Yo, Skull Skills, thank you for the raid. It requires Ghost Flame. Yeah, meanwhile, 5 swipes arrive. Yo, appreciate it, Skull Skills. Yeah, okay, this is like 400 corruption, alright? Like, and this guy's gonna take even longer. Hey, yo, Zuko over on YouTube, what's up? Oh yeah, Skull Skills. We're I did this Warlock build like a week or two ago. And I wasn't happy with it, so I didn't publish it. And so we were talking about it, and I decided to show why I didn't publish it. Can I get your full attention while you're fighting the boss? Like, jeez, come on. I'm trying to be charitable, but Aaron isn't always the best necro builder. His rogue skeleton build was just a repurposed Skelly Pop build by Pinching Loaf. I mean, do we know it was a like, here's the thing, like, and I've told other people this, like, people can come to very similar conclusions without looking at what the other person was doing. Like, I've done it. I've put together a build. I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. And then I'll go look and see what other people are doing. I'm like, oh, this is pretty similar. Man, what is up with my eye? I don't follow build guides. I just make my own. I say, having played for the first time in 2 years, so the game is very different from what I remember. Aaron doesn't steal builds. I mean, yeah, I would say, do we have evidence? Just know it's similar, but by saying it's just a repurposed build, it conveys the idea that, oh, that's cool, I'm going to repurpose that for my own means. That's what I'm getting at, yeah. Dude, what the frick happened to my eye, man? It's like I got blood vessels there. Yeah. My VK Rive build kills things all. Yeah. I'm a thief. Yeah, it's just a repurposed Volca build. Though I don't want to belabor the point. Kriskin already was like, "Yo, wait, maybe that wasn't the right word." So let's not pile on here. Have we talked at length about the trailer? That was at the very start of the stream, Zuko. We talked about it for like 40 minutes. It was long. I think what I'm probably gonna do is clip it out and upload it. Would that be something that you would be interested in, Zuko, over on YouTube? Okay. Yeah, it would just be 40 minutes of me rambling. I've been playing a Warlock. I thought Spirit Plague seemed pretty cool, so I've been smacking my head. It would be awesome to play together sometime and swap tips. Feel free to add me on Discord. No, Boozy, I'm not going to do that. Boozy, thanks for the follow. I don't add anybody on Discord. It's surprisingly doing a lot better than I thought it would. Here, let me finish what you were saying. Against the dot build, doing a hardcore run too because I hate fun. Yeah. Just summarize all 40 minutes of what you guys said. TY. Yeah, maybe, you know what? Maybe a summarization of that would be better as opposed to just uploading 40 minutes of... What is this? Wow, that's incredible. Bike the React, Andy, now? Hey. Hey, now. TMI, I make person do the damage thing in hardcore and not die. TMI, too much information. Gotta have a pog face in the thumbnail. Call that the lily face? I could shorten it further. I think I spelled that word. Make character damage big and hardcore. Yo, Skull Skills, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Let me drop you a follow. Did you just start streaming last Epoch, or I think you said you played it 2 years ago? And this is the first time playing it in 2 years, so yeah, appreciate the raid, man. Thanks for coming on in. Chizzy, thank you for the follow. Not the follow. Chizzy, thank you for gifting us sub to Skull Skills. So that account that said add me on Discord was created 8 minutes ago. Bike robbing the cradle? Oh, with a name like Gentle Catfish. Sorry, you gotta go too. No, I'm kidding. Let's go to a different timeline. No! Yeah, you're good. Cradle bros lurking outside the delivery room. Skulls can vouch for you're good. Also, I clicked on your name and account created in 2014. I think yeah, you're set. Yeah, definitely a lot older than created 8 minutes ago. I don't know this person. Yeah, see if they have any warlock tips. Bro! Out here with the burns, dude. Listen, that was a username I got from Pop Tropica back in 2005. Didn't realize how sus it was until I was in college. Oh, by the way, I do have a really big spoiler / tip for this game if you want it. Sure. Tell me, what's the spoiler / tip? Yeah, tell me. Do I gotta message you on Discord for it? Need to know about this game is don't die. The words to live by. Famous last words, don't die. We are the bad guy, I knew it. Character damage, big hard. Oh my god, man! It is like, what did I just read? What did I just read here, guys? Yes. Sir, this is a Wendy's. All right, guys. I actually do gotta. I do gotta call it. for tonight. Yeah, unfortunately, I got to get going. I'll be back again tomorrow. What was that? Yo, Skull Skills, thank you so much for the follow. Doesn't make sense to be subbing and not even be following. I mean, it makes sense if you got, you know, if it was handed out. Sleep well. I'm going to hit the streets for Uber. You know, the Uber money's been kind of nice. I mean, once the new season of Last Epoch gets here, I can take a break from that. But Uber on a Friday night, you know, it helps pay for a few things. So I'm gonna get out of here. I will see all of you guys again tomorrow. Hopefully, you guys have a good one. Have a great weekend. If I don't see you, and you guys take care. If you're over here on Twitch, say hi to Basil. Good night. Catch you later, bro. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Peace out. All right, YouTube, thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate the support, and hopefully you guys have a good one. Peace out, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bradley, thank you for subscribing over on YouTube. I want to make sure you got a proper shout out. Bradley, thanks for subscribing. All right, peace out, everybody.